Alrighty, guys. So Palantir stock has been all over the place over the last couple of days. Nothing too crazy, but it has been chopping around here. So we have to break down the charts and do an update, as it has been a couple of days since our last Palantir update. And as you guys can see, I'm back in the studio, back from vacation. So expect a lot more content coming on the channel, guys. I'm very pumped about that. But yeah, Palantir has been all over the place, man. From $29 today, pretty much, where we double topped, down to about $27.50, and we've just been chopping around 27, 28, 29 bucks as the stock is gearing up for a move over 30 bucks at some point, in my opinion. So we're going to break down a bunch. Hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe. And don't forget to get up to 15 stocks for Moo with at least a $100 deposit. Use that link down below, or go to stocksurfast.com/Moo. That's if you guys want some free money. If you like free money, which who doesn't, guys? So use that link. Get your money. And with that being said, cheers. Let's get into it. So Palantir today, guys, opened up strong, very strong. It opened up at about 27.80, and we ran all the way in the first 30 minutes of trading, right? We ran all the way to almost $29 per share. We're talking a 4% move. Then we pulled down. We held the higher low at about, 28.20. Then we ran up and retested the high from earlier in the day, and we got rejected. As you guys can see, we did kind of double top at around 28.90, 28.80. Then we sold off for pretty much the rest of the day, and that's kind of been the story here for Palantir over the last couple of days, right? Like I said, we've been chopping around, and it's been difficult for this stock to break over that $29 level, and of course 30, but really it's been struggling to break 29. I mean, you guys can see on this 5-day, 5-minute chart, we hit this point last Wednesday, 29 bucks, 28.50. We failed. On Thursday, last Thursday, we hit it. We failed. And then a couple days ago, this might have been on Monday, we did break 29 momentarily. We got to 29.30. Then we actually sold off yesterday on Tuesday and today, right? So clearly we're noticing selling pressure on this stock every time it gets to 29, 28.80, 28.50, that general range, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. All it is, it's showing that, number one, that's a big resistance, no doubt. And number two, we're consolidating. You could also say we're consolidating here before we get that big move. And ultimately, if this thing breaks 29, 30 bucks, guys, I think we're going to fly even more, like I've been saying on the channel, right? So, yeah, I mean, this thing's been chopping around, but another thing worth mentioning is on the 30-minute chart, you'll notice we're making higher lows. You guys see that? Higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. That's a tongue twister. Say that a couple times very fast, guys. And yeah, you know, it all comes down to 29, 30 bucks per share. Do we get the necessary buying pressure to get out of there, which is what I'm waiting for here in the short term, right? And on the 20-day 1-hour chart, you guys can see it as well. We're holding an uptrend. We're above the moving average, the 180, not quite yet the 50 yet, but we might break out of there at some point this week. But yeah, we're holding above the 180 SMA, and one could even argue this is an ascending triangle in a way. You guys kind of see that on the hourly chart here. So let me set a couple of alerts. I'll do one at 29, mark is at or above $29, and I'll do another one at $30 per share. Let me do that now. Mark is at or above $30 per share. So I don't think anybody's panicking. Nobody's panicking. I mean, why would you? But people are probably questioning, like, why is the stock not doing anything? Well, it's because, first of all, it is doing something. It's run up a lot in the past couple of weeks. But people have short memories, right? They're like, why hasn't it gone up even more in the last couple of days? Well, because it ran up a lot leading into, you know, the last week or two, right? So now we're just cooling off, consolidating, relaxing, if you will, whatever you want to call it, at 28, 29 bucks before we make the next big move. Potentially. It's not guaranteed, obviously. Do your own research. I'm not a financial advisor. And full disclosure, I am long Palantir, if you guys didn't know that already. But Yeah, that's a quick breakdown on these smaller charts. And you guys can see on the 4-hour chart, we're still looking as bullish as ever heading into earnings on the 5th of August. Let me double check that date for you guys. Yeah, 5th of August after the bell, which, man, July and this entire summer has been just flying by, man. Unbelievable. So, yeah, early August, we're getting earnings out of Palantir, which will be here like that. And who knows, man, it could really go either way. But if they crush it, guidance is strong, very good earnings report, this could be going 30 plus. Maybe it even goes there before the earnings, maybe in anticipation of the earnings. And by the way, if you guys have no idea what they're going to report, let me pull up Yahoo Finance very quickly. Oops, not like that. Hold on a second, guys. So I could show you a couple of these metrics. And by the way, run the likes up. If you have not hit the like button yet, let's get at least 150 to 200 likes on this video. And don't forget to subscribe. We're trying to get to 100,000 subs on the YouTube channel as soon as possible. I appreciate all of you for supporting over the years. You guys are awesome. So Palantir's market cap right now, with today's little down move, and as it has been, flirting with $30, is at $62, or not $62, geez, $62 billion. Quite a difference there, right? And their EPS trailing 12 months is at 12 cents, which obviously they're going to become way more profitable. That's why the P ratio is at 235. I mean, holy smokes. That's because the EPS is quite low. So as they become more profitable, more earnings come in, right? That P is just naturally going to come down. Let me actually see what the forward P is over the next 12 months projected. It's got to be a lot lower, right? Yeah, so Yahoo Finance has their forward P at 86, which arguably still is pretty high considering, the growth that they're seeing right now. But what that's not telling you is the growth projected, right? If this company executes like I think they will, if they're able to turn all of these AIP boot camps into paying clients, or maybe not all of them, a good amount of them at least, that's going to help out, of course, the profitability, the revenue growth, and it's going to be a different story earnings-wise, which we'll see how that plays out over time. But yeah, I think this company is very much worth watching. Obviously, I'm invested. I'm in the early 20s, the low 20s rather, per share, right? So we can see for the current quarter, let me pull this up. And why is this spazzing out on me, guys? What the heck's going on? Yahoo Finance, come on. There we go. So number of analysts, 13. Actually, it's still spazzing out. There we go. Come on. There we go, guys. Oh, my God. So average EPS estimate based on 13 analysts is 8 cents. The low estimate is 7 cents. High estimate's 9 cents, with them doing 5 cents a year ago. So not bad. Year-over-year EPS growth, not bad. And revenue growth is projected to be at 22%. The average estimate, $652 million. Low estimate, $650. High is $657, with them doing $532 a year ago, you guys can see. So expect 20 to 25% revenue growth year-over-year for Palantir, which I do suspect that to climb up a bit over time. A lot more over time. I think they'll be, growing revenues more than just that, as again, the business continues to execute where it needs to execute, which I think they will. I'm confident they will. Not guaranteed, of course. But yeah, that's kind of the projections here that we're looking for on the 5th of August, which will come up sooner. Sooner than you guys think. It's 3 weeks away, but that will creep up very quickly. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'm very excited to see how the stock plays out in the short term and, of course, over the long term. And for me, guys, it's not a short-term trade. This is actually a long-term investment. I know we talk a lot about charts, trading, all of that on this channel, which is great. I trade, I do all of that. But this is actually a long-term play for me, and I'm holding it for years unless something crazy fundamentally changes, which I don't think it will. You never know though with stocks, guys, right? But yeah, it's a long-term play, and I couldn't be more excited. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe and get up to 15 stocks for Moomoo with at least a $100 deposit by using that link down below or by going to stocksurfest.com/Moomoo. And for a limited time, your uninvested cash will earn 8.1% APY, which, guys, come on, cheers to that. That's a no-brainer. So get your money down below. And with that being said, I'll see you in the next video.